Hi, welcome to the Stockinette Zombies. I'm Amy, also known as Jane Itma.
And I'm Megan, also known as Just Run It, and this is episode 91.
Woohoo!
The one with all the announcements.
Yes, oh my goodness. Do we have chitter chatter? I ran this morning. Woohoo!
Yay for you. I did not get my run in today. Although I am wearing a running shirt. Does that count? No. You and Jillian Michaels, huh? Wearing a running shirt does not count.
It does not.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that. It doesn't count. I need to get my patootie up and get going. I didn't really have any chitter chatter other than I'm looking forward to going to Stitches. It's gonna be my first Stitches.
I've already told her she's buying me a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have an account with her. She owes me $32. So she has to find me some $32 of awesome.
And it's not like it's a long-standing debt. She's just been chipping away at it a little bit at a time. And then it'll be so nice to not have to have your tab open anymore.
I know. She can close that finally.
I was like, at one point, I was like, I can write you a check, Amy. And what did you say? You were like, but then I'll just spend it. This way This way it's like the Megan savings account.
That's the Megan Yarny account. And I could be like, I need yarn now. Megan's making an order. Add mine to yours.
Yeah. We did that with the Retro Rosie. Yeah. Staying for yarn over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's gotten a lot of good use.
She knows I'm good. She knows I'm good for it. And she knows where I live.
Yeah.
And she knows my cats.
Major announcements. Yeah.
Sorry. We're already rambling. So we did the self-striping KL.
Yay.
Yes. So that extra 2 hours, people did sneak in there.
Oh yeah.
BTW. Yep.
Okay.
Miss Rista 1313, as Amy Beth called her, snuck in there.
Okay.
Before the August 1st deadline. But we had 936.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited for the 1,000.
Yeah.
I mean, almost feels like if somebody hits that, like, balloons should pop up and confetti should come out of the sky and be like, you're the 1,000th. Or would it be 1,001? Because I was the first entry.
Oh yeah, 1,001 would be the 1,000.
Anyway, we had 2 through 936, and the winner was 750, who is Ryan Like Lion, and she knit a hitchhiker, which was very pretty, out of self-striping yarn. Kind of had a brown and a cream, and it was very pretty. But the winner this month is getting a very generously donated by Heather of Highland Handmaids skein of self-striping yarn.
Yes, and it is in the Princess Bride themed colorways. Mm-hmm. We have the Man in Black. Mm-hmm. So it's got blues and blacks and grays, and it's very lovely. But it's at my house. So I didn't get to show it to you. I will post pictures somewhere.
Okay, awesome. Yeah.
And then when Ryan finds out that she won, woohoo!
Yes. Contact Amy because she's got it, so
yes,
she can ship it out to you. And again, thank you so very much for your generous donation to our podcast, Heather. I'm looking forward to knitting mine. I think I got the one I gave away was the out of my stash. The poor circus performers, and I think, do I have the Man in Black? Is that what it is?
No, we both got the Is This a Kissing Book?
Yes, I have a Is This a Kissing Book, and I need to knit it up.
It's kissing book.
It's a kissing book. But yet at the end, he didn't like it when he skipped it. So
spoiler.
Oh no, but when he would skip the kissing parts of the book.
Right, I know.
Oh, okay.
It's at the end of the movie, and I think it's funny when people try to spoiler on things that are like ancient. It's like, you should have seen this movie like 30 times over by now.
And if you haven't, you deserve to have it spoiled. But yes, Heather picked a very cute theme for those colorway names because that is a fantastic movie. It's ubiquitous. I don't know how many times I've seen it.
You know what I was thinking of? It's about the same time that I was getting my Princess Bride on. I was getting The Three Musketeers. Do you remember that one?
I do. I remember the song, the Bryan Adams song, but I never got to see it.
Okay.
So I never watched it.
So good.
You're older than me.
I know I am.
It was probably inappropriate for me at that time.
I have the DVDs and love, crazy love, all of that. It's got Tim Curry and Rebecca De Mornay. And
who's the
Kiefer Sutherland?
He's on like a CSI now, and he hasn't aged at all. He was in that movie The Bachelor. Anyway, you're all like, what are the big announcements?
Stop it. You gave away a prize. That's not an announcement.
No. So, Amy and I have been super uber busy, planning, scheming, conniving, finger tapping together. And so we've got, I don't know if you realize this, but this October will be our second birthday, zombie birthday. So we have been doing this for 2 years, which is both surreal and also like, what was my life like before I did this every week? You know, like there's no like before. It seems, like I said, ubiquitous in my life. Like it's always been and always shall be and always was. I don't think of things like pre-podcast and post-podcast. Waxing nostalgic here. Anyway, we've got birthday kits. And the deets, there is a fabulous bag. A new to me type of bag that I absolutely love. There's a yarn from a fantastic dyer that you will absolutely love. It's a
little bit more subdued than last time.
Yeah, won't be bright neons. Not going to give away any theme, not going to give away anything because a lot of this is hinging on surprise. But bag, yarn, we both are going to have a pattern. There's only going to be one base this year. Last year there was a sock and a DK, and this year we're going with DK. So that'll be used in both of the patterns. We're going to have a KAL in November for these birthday kits. So hopefully everybody will get theirs in time for that. And then there's going to be other surprises. Which we have been.
Other small goodies in the box. Or bag.
And all of that will be $40 plus $5 domestic shipping or $25 minimum international. So if it exceeds that, we're going to have to charge you the extra, and we'll be, like we did last year, charging that after the fact. So the domestic folks will be paying the 40 plus the 5. But the international folks will just be paying the 40, and then they'll be billed later for the exact amount that the domestic is. And we are limiting the number, so this is not everybody that wants in can get in, because we aren't set up to be doing mass producing of birthday kits. But it's a fun thing that we love to do. I mean, it was fun last year. Enjoyed seeing people get it, enjoyed, the scheming of things. And so we're going to do 50 on Friday, August 16th at 4 p.m. We're going to release 50 of them for purchase. And then that next day, there's going to be another 50 in the off chance that that's a bad time of day for you, or you're working, or you can't get to a computer. The next day, we're going to do another 50 on Saturday, August 17th at 1 p.m. And these will all be out in the show notes. And those will be made available via the Stocking Knit Zombies website. And we'll also be tweeting about it to let you know that those are occurring when it occurs. But again, we jokingly last year said, oh yeah, we'll cut it off at around 100, and they went fairly quickly, within the first half an hour. And then we had another one where they went within the first 10 to 15 minutes. So if you're interested in partying, birthday partying and celebrating with us, you'll need to get out there and try to get those fairly quickly. I would not delay. 50 might sound like a lot to you, and it might not sound like very much, but just know that they went quickly last year, and we're excited about them.
Yes, we think they are fantastic.
All the people we are partnering with are fantastic to work with, and Can't wait to tell you about them.
Yes.
Also, hello, announcements. Amy and I, again, had a wonderful time at the Zombie Apocalypse this past year, and so we've decided that we're going to do it again in 2014.
Yay.
Blurred lines.
Yes, I'm working on my blurred lines.
And those dates are Thursday, June 19th, 2014, through Sunday, June 22nd, again of 2014. And there's an option for a Wednesday arrival this year. So you can get the discounted hotel rate and stay at the same hotel and have the same room and we'll coordinate. We're going to have sign-ups that are going to start on September 6th, which is a Friday. And those will not be limitless.
Right.
Because our resources and the hotel's resources are not limitless.
Right.
So while I'm not going to put we're not going to put an exact number on it, just know that, like, if a bajillion people decide to come to Rochester in 2014, we can handle that.
Yeah.
So if you want to go, make sure you get on it on the 6th.
And we don't have specific things to tell you about the sign-ups, but we believe money will be due.
Yep. And we'll release that at a later date. This is kind of like a prequel to the actual announcement.
Yes. It's a mark your calendars.
Yep. And there's a nice little button on the website, Zombie Apocalypse, that you can click on, and it will add to your Google calendar. Just in case you wanted to start, looking at what your plans are for 2014. If you have to take time off at work, just to give you a heads up. Yeah. So we will talk more details at a later date, probably next week.
Yeah. So 9/6 is the mark your calendar for signing up.
Yep. And that's all I got to say about that.
Did I say 9/6?
Yes.
Yeah, 9/6. Okay, September 6th.
And again, this will all be in the show notes.
Okay.
So, fact checker will be able to get that in the show notes. And then last, but certainly not least, you may be thinking, they have a windswept KAL going on, and it ends at the end of August. What are they going to be doing in September? And so we contacted the lovely Jeanette of Sun Valley Fibers, who I will be seeing this weekend.
Yay!
Can't wait. Love her face. We are going to be doing a mix and match type KAL with Sun Valley. And so the premise behind this KAL is that Amy and I will both be knitting with Sun Valley Fiber yarns. We're both going to select a garment to knit, and you can choose to knit Sun Valley Fiber yarns and match on that and get an entry, or you can also match on our garment and get an entry. So you could get 2 entries for your one project. But if you choose to do Sun Valley and say knit a hat, I know there are some wonderful hats out there.
Yeah.
Or some socks.
Yeah.
Some wonderful socks out there. Or a stuffy. There's some wonderful stuffies out there. You would get 1 entry. So.
And you could knit the sweaters, but not in Sun Valley, but I don't know why you would want to do that.
Yeah, because that seems pointless. Amy and I both have Sun Valley.
If you have a stash down goal,
yeah,
I don't want to stop you. And you have 0 Sun Valley, you match on our patterns.
Yep, you get 1 entry.
And a little 1 entry.
So there is, one KAL, many ways to enter, which is very fun. And so I was just going to we just wanted to get that announced and give people the heads up in case you were going to Stitches Midwest this weekend and you wanted to buy some Sun Valley fibers. Yeah. Fantastic. Were we going to say the patterns? We're having like garment, sweater, choosy issues. Yeah. We got issues.
I want to use my Sun Valley in the cactus bloom colorway, which is a worsted weight. So mine will be a worsted weight sweater with long sleeves, and both the patterns I've picked are that way. One has a lace panel in the front, and the other's just more subdued. But Yeah. I bought the yarn for the Pont Neuf. It's that Emily Wessel through Twist Collective pattern. And so the Pont Neuf is one option that I am considering. I'm also considering Tin Can Knits, potentially Emily's sweater, the antler.
That would be another interesting. Maybe they could match on the designer.
Oh.
They could match on the designer and the garment and the yarn. So you could match 3 ways.
Okay.
You want to add that into the mix?
Well, if they're doing the pattern, they're obviously doing the designer.
That's true.
So
pattern or designer.
Pattern or designer.
Does that work?
But if they match on the pattern and designer, they get an extra. Because I'm just trying to...
Yeah.
Like, we're working out details on air. That is not good.
Okay, let's just go with pattern for now. Pattern. I have 2 sweater quantities. I have some Dijon in her MCN base, which is also worsted, and I have her fingering single in the... Oh God, it's really... Intense. Amy remembered something for me. In the intense colorway. And I'm thinking that the fingering could be an Austin hoodie. I really wanted an Austin hoodie. It's been in my queue for forevers. And then I wanted to, with the Dijon, to possibly do a Leavenwick, which is a very literal interpretation because the Leavenwick in the pattern is a very yellow Dijon-y. So those are my 2 current options. Again, having trouble deciding. I think I really want to do a hoodie. I think I'm going to go with the
Austin hoodie. Yeah, and I have some fingering weight as well in a blue.
Yep.
But, and I do have stuff for a shawl or stuff like that. But I think we're going with sweater right now on the matching on both. Or not, one or the other. I don't have a shawl or hat or anything picked up.
Okay.
Details to come.
Yes.
But if you're thinking like, well, gosh, I want to knit with those ladies, Austin hoodie is definitely one of the choices, and Pont Neuf is something that I've been wanting to do. So.
True story. So,
those
announcements.
Yep.
KL for September and October.
Yep.
Cuckoo Cuckoo. Do you have any FOs, dear?
No. No. We do not.
No FOs. I have like a FO that became a whip that is now an FO again. I don't know what that's called. Like a rejuvenated FO.
Okay.
A new and improved FO. So I finished my daughter's Tink Tank, which you may remember used to be a shorter. She wore it today, so it's got crumbs and stuff all over it. How dare she wear it and get it all crummy. But, and so I extended, added a little bit of a garter ridge, and then increased 17 stitches every 6 rows. So kind of, it's not a, it's just an incremental increase. It's not like an accelerated increase, right? It doesn't go to like 17 to 34, and not like a pie increase. But she really loves it. She really loves the twirly whirlies. Look at that twirly whirly. And I had the modification from here on down out on the on my project page, because that's not part of the pattern. That was just her going, well, you made that other shirt a dress. You should make me one. And I really like how the knit through the back loop bind off looks on it. But yes, she looks uber adorable in it, because it looks kind of like a 50s flapper dress.
Oh, okay.
Because this part goes kind of low on her. Like it, so this elongates her middle, and it looks like she's got like little ruffles down at the like really low hip level. It's just cute. Anything looks cute on my daughter, but
says her mother.
Yes, I'm not biased in the least. And so, yeah. Wonderful.
Cool.
Yes. What you working on there?
Blurred lines.
And Mr. Thicke, Robin Thicke, was on Jimmy Fallon. Yes, they did a little, where they play the instruments to the song.
Yes.
It was very fun. I almost like that version better.
So if you do blurred lines roots
Mm.
in Google, you'll get it.
Okay. Or Jimmy Fallon, I bet.
Yeah, either one. But roots, I think, is like if you typed in blurred lines,
You get all
the first
relevant
one is
pick.
roots.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right now. Anyway.
Wow. Cool. Maybe on yours. Maybe mine says Jimmy Fallon because maybe I Google for a lot of Jimmy Fallon stuff. Yeah. Sock Pattern by Megan Williams.
Yes.
Whoever that crazy gal is.
So I have not gotten to the OMG heel yet, which I am getting excited for. I should reach that soon. Shortly. Another thing that I worked a lot on, but I'm not sure how much I have shown, was my Morgana. Oh wait,
Morgane.
So,
That's the, yep, purse.
so
Yeah. So the
quite a few repeats. In
Yeah,
there.
the lace is getting farther apart, so it's a little easier to see the
Yeah, I think so.
less clustered.
It's still not, this is still part of the first set of charts, and then there's a second set of charts, and I think I can get through the third set of charts with the amount of yarn I have. So, not done, but I'm still enjoying it as, you know, a leisurely, calming type of knit. I'm not anxious to get it done. It's not, I think that happens to me when the rows get so elongated that you can't get through one in under 10 minutes. It's like, this is a Zen project now. So that you get through half a row, it's okay. I'll get to the rest of it later. You know, I don't know. So that is that.
No
Still
stress.
going strong.
Did you say what either of those yarn bases were? So we don't have to do a little recap at the end of all of your...
Sorry. This one is the Highland Handmaid's lace that has alpaca and silk in it.
Silk alpaca.
Yeah, alpaca and silk. And then this is Alaska Nancy's Russian Fairy Tale. And it has 7 colors.
You're not showing the pretty stuff.
Sorry.
And I've had people ask me when that's going to be released, and I'm waiting for one more tester to get through the
Not me.
OMG heel. No, I'm not necessarily waiting on you. But if you do get through the OMG heel,
Then that would be the
one, yes.
Okay, I'll try.
And so tentatively mid-August to end of August. So, yes.
Well, I mean, it's going pretty fast, and I made it a little bit like
Stripes generally do.
the in between is like I don't know. I made the large, and I think I can start the heel sooner because it'll stretch this way.
Okay.
And don't know if that made any sense whatsoever.
No. You get, when it's not stretched so much one direction, it can stretch more the other direction. I'm with you. Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
And then I have my windswept.
She got to the bottom, yay!
And I got a sleeve started. Woohoo, yay! I'm excited for it. It is going really well now. And right now I can't work on it because I'm splitting all of the remaining yarn in the sleeves, and I think that I've reached my halfway point, and I'm not sure without a scale. So I'm just gonna set them down. Or maybe I'll work that into a ball while we're sitting here because
I
it's
hate
getting
those
messy.
nests of a hollowed out.
Yeah, and then I have
And that's out of?
this is the Springvale DK from Three Irish Girls in the Driftwood colorway.
So pretty. I love that color.
I bought it so long ago, it feels like it might even be retired. Like, I have no idea if you can get this anymore. I mean, the base I think you can get, but I have no idea on this color. I bought it so long ago, I don't know if it's
Yeah.
one of.
I'm thinking it reminds me a little bit of like, and I don't, the name feels kind of fuzzy in my head, but like logwood in Madelinetosh.
Okay.
Is that what you just said? The name? It's
Driftwood.
Driftwood. Yeah, maybe that's not right. Maybe my brain is twisting what you just said.
And I don't know if I've gotten any further on this. Maybe 1 or 2 repeats, but I love it.
You'll go on a bender and then it'll just be done.
I know. But the Windswept has, it's our KAL official, and this is my side KAL.
I wanted to knit this, so I'm going to knit it.
With myself, because I don't think anybody's knitting along with me. Not that anybody's contacted me. If you're knitting it too, let me know.
Give a girl a shout out. She feels like she's out on the...
Yeah, I'm on the limb doing it by myself. But this one, I am really enjoying. And so I'm just trying to get through, and I have a lot of the yarn shifting that I'm doing, and I would really like to be done with this one, go on to the next one, get done with that. I am enjoying having socks on the bus again. So that sounds like it should be a song.
Socks on the bus go, knit, 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 knit.
For some reason I'm thinking of the Phineas and Ferb where they're like, nostrils on the bus. The soccer team.
I've got a different set of kids that are singing in my house, apparently. Because if you said anything on the bus, my Quinny would go like this.
Oh, yes.
Because that's what they do at school. In fact, I think they sing that with them to occupy them. Like, It's like a distractionary technique.
So yeah, I'm enjoying with socks again, so maybe I'll get more socks done. And again, the shawl is going, so maybe once it's off the needles, I'll be like, shawls are my friend again. But right now, it's like, oh, socks are kind of fun. Maybe it's the stripes, though, and the new pattern, because I had finished one sock and started the cuff of the next one, and I was like, I don't know. There's not... And I might get second sock with this one too. I don't know. Hopefully not.
It's keep going. Pretty fantastic colorway though.
Yes.
Very cool. Pretty fantastic. All right. What I am currently working on, if you're done.
Yes, I'm done.
Okay. Is the Harvest Moon pattern by Heidi Kermeyer. It starts out with this fantastic collar, which my husband very lovingly pointed out to me was a bit oversized. And I was like, look at it on the model, honey. It's supposed to be oversized. And I am knitting this out of the Skein DK in the Rouge colorway, not Rogue, because those are different. It's been pointed out to me. But I'm calling it my Rogue Rouge Harvest Moon. And this is for Camp Loopy Project 3, the Summer Sweater KAL for Love and the Mommy Hood. And that's it, I think. Why can't I think of if there's another?
It was pointed out to me that my Windswept could be in the Love and the Mommy Hood.
Yes, which was good due diligence, because last year you couldn't do whips, but this year she's like focusing on finishing your whips too.
Okay.
You can cast on new or you can finish whips. Anyway, it's fantastic. Like, I am in love with it. It's just, and I don't know if it's because I'm working with a bunch of other really like tightly spun fingering weights or what it is, but it's just so spongy. And maybe you can't feel it in that strand, but feel the fabric it's creating. It's kind of spongy. And I gotta say that like Jim Gaffigan, it's kind of spongy. But it's, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. I have alternated skeins. I had one skein of my 4 that was very bright, and I chose to put it up top here because I thought, well, that'll make it stand out. And then I kind of blended it through, and then I've recently changed to I don't think it's entirely, I took a picture of it, too obvious that I've changed to a different skein, so I've got now a little partial ball of the bright, really bright, that I'll probably work towards the bottom hem or maybe on the cuffs of the sleeves. There's a button here that I'll have to go to Ginny's and pick out a button for.
One button.
I know, right? I could go to town. She could show me like a $20 button. And it wouldn't be more than the value of the yarn. So yeah, that's got to be done by the end of August, and I am on track for that. I'm trying to pull my needles out. And then I'm living such a, you know how you had, like, I'm living an enchanted life. I am knitting with mink. I hope I didn't just lose my spot on the pattern, and I hope I'm not showing it off too much. The Botany, out of the Homemade in the UK.
Handmade.
Handmade. Did I say homemade?
Mm-hmm.
Handmade in the UK. Out of the Grinning Gargoyle 100% mink in the gunmetal colorway. Super soft. Mm-hmm. I went out and did some investigatory research because I had a little bit of guilt about knitting with mink. It is fantastic. This is the softest, nicest yarn I've ever knit with. Here, actually, let's do it the right side up. The money shot here. Oh, it's so nice. Compared to alpaca, I would say that it is less furry and it feels more substantial without having to have a high twist. And I think it's going to bloom when I wash it. And I can link to the review. It's not of this exact base from Grinning Gargoyle. It's from a different company that's in the United States. But they, that company, and hopefully the company that makes this base, they make it. The minks don't die. They comb them. So they have like a second fur that they brush, and they get it out, and then they create it. And so, yeah, it's not
like Angora. Right?
Yeah, I feel like sheep and alpacas and llamas probably are a little more sturdy and more rugged, so they probably deal with the harvesting of their hairs better than a mink would.
Oh, okay.
Because a mink is, kind of small and delicate. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how hard but it's a slippery.
I don't know how delicate mink are.
It's a slippery slope, though, because then you start thinking about, like, well, how are the sheep treated? This merino is taken. I mean, it's in their best interest to keep them healthy and continuing to produce quality.
They get manhandled.
I know. Just saying. Just sometimes ignorance is bliss. I went and found out that the mink, they're not treated horrifically. They're brushed and not killed, so it's not like wearing a mink stole where their furs they had to die to provide that for you. And again, you might not have an issue with that.
I ate chicken today. La 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 la. I don't.
But I'm one of those weird people that don't like to eat lobster because I have to pick it off the carcass. So I don't. Yeah. To actually be faced with that I'm eating something like that or killing something for it to. Yeah. Anyway, beautiful pattern. Digression. Beautiful pattern. It's going to knit up wonderfully. I'm knitting this along with a few other people who are flying. I think they might be done.
Yeah.
But I find myself wanting to prolong the experience.
Yeah.
Like, make it last longer.
Nice. Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, I'll knit a row here, and I'll knit a row there. And then I'll put it aside and work on my garment. Because, yes, it's going to be fantastic. Pretty. Yes. And those are my 2 whips. I have some other stuff that I've been knitting on that is not ready for podcast re-airing. And
been working on a little bit of stuff too, but yeah, it got all ripped back recently. So it was a swatch.
Yep.
Why not reuse the yarn?
This is where we normally talk about acquisitions and enabling. Did you have any?
No.
Okay.
There is some on the way to me, but
exciting. I have some, and I can't, the couch tried to eat it. The Great White Bale have a new dyed 390 yards, 3.4 ounces. Very pretty, but in that same package, I was really excited to get a new advanced copy of the Clara Parks The Yarn Whisperer book. My Unexpected Life in Knitting. So it's more of a memoir. I've not yet read it. Amy was kind of
perusing the chapter titles.
Clipping through it. It seems more of like to to me, I haven't gotten to read it, but the premise seems more like a yarn harlot type.
Memoir,
more memoir, conversational, personal stories, and she's doing really good with that sort of narrative in the
Veil.
Yeah, the Great Veil. So, exciting. Clara Parks I didn't know that she had a new book coming out. So, Clara Parks predictably has wound us another winner, Stephanie Pearl McPhee.
Well, there you go.
Well, there you go. Venn diagrams intersected. And then Tempted has a spoiler alert. The yarn shipment is this very beautiful yellows and oranges and reds. And this is the Lady Luck Heavenly Girl. 950 yards for 4 ounces, 100% superwash merino. Yeah, that says shawl.
She is so nice.
She is. Everything, I just got another notification, and again, I don't want to ruin anything for anybody, but an email about how she's further, like, customizing it per person.
Oh, wow.
So, your input is needed. I want to make this specifically perfect for you, and it's like, oh my God. I don't know how many people are in a club, but that's not it's a daunting task, an undaunting task. It's not an undaunting task.
She got hit by the double negative-inator.
I did, the double negative-inator. So yeah, those club shipments have come. I want to knit with them, but I'm getting the things done that I've committed to person.
It's not winter. Here's your minty mocha.
It's not.
Yeah, I didn't get anything. But I have things on the way. It'll probably be my only thing in August. Besides what you get.
Okay, there we go. I was like, I got told that I was getting you something at Stitches. So, if you see me at Stitches, be forewarned, I'm a hugger. Hopefully you don't come up and say hello to me because I'm a hugger. Not a mugger, a hugger.
Yeah.
That sounded kind of like I said mugger. I will mug hugs from you. And so come up, I'm totally a normal person. I don't expect to be treated any differently than anybody else, except it would freak me out if you did see me and you knew me and you didn't come say hi. So I might not know your face and you might know mine, but I'd really still like to meet you. Nice to meet ya, chum.
She might have a limited quantity of things to hand out too.
I do have swag. I'm not gonna lie. And I've got business cards, and if you distract me from shopping, that might be a good thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna be there probably not in time for the Friday podcaster meetup. And then I'm going to the runway show and the pajama party on Friday. And then I'm going to the attendee runway show where people are gonna model things that they knit.
Oh, okay.
On Saturday night, and the associated dinner for that. But other than that, I'm going to be shopping. I'm going to be hanging out. I'm going to be meeting you if you're not afraid of my hugs. The hugs. I don't know why. I'm just a hugger.
Put elbows out.
Yeah.
Hi, Megan!
I'm going to tell you, I will not ignore a hand extension. So this is your maneuver. Like
Okay.
If you don't want a hug, go, nice to meet you.
There you go.
And I will extend a hand in friendship rather than a big old. And again, it won't be muscles flexed or anything. Okay, I need to get off the topic of hugs. My mom is a hugger. We always hug. We always say I love you when we are, leaving each other and signing off on the phone. And we're lovers. On that note, Amy, would you like to say goodbye?
Bye.
Bye.